What's up, guys? How you guys doing?
It's your boy Witz Capone.
This is Kevin B, and we're here to talk on a couple of things. And what are you here to say, bro? How are we doing right now? What am I here to say? What we here to say right now?
I'm good, cuz. Obviously, my hands is sweaty, cuz. See the
sweaty?
sweat outside,
oh
yeah?
my gosh. Yeah,
Moving brazy, like I done like a whole gym session at the gym and that, cuz.
Fam, that was crazy, fam.
Yeah, man.
Blazing.
Trust me. But nah, in all seriousness though, obviously, we've spoken, you get me? And I feel like there's things that we need to address. Yeah, fam.
Certain things we need to address.
100. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like the first place to start off with is pedophiles, innit? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, fam. That's a serious thing, you know. Like not enough people talk about it. So it's like, you get me?
I feel like the paedophile movement is happening gradually.
Yeah.
And the only reason why it's happening gradually is because we're allowing it to.
Of course.
We're allowing it to. Who remembers Cuties? I don't know if anyone remembers Cuties. You remember Cuties that was on Netflix? I think about a year ago.
That sounds familiar, you know.
Remember Cuties? Girls.
Sounds familiar still.
I think, how old were they? Like, what, 12 years old? And they were twerking and doing all this stuff in the video.
Whoa.
In the video, bro. This is a movie.
Yeah, they're moving mad, fam.
But this is moving like something else. Just looking like a whole freaking music video for freaking Cardi B, bro. It's like, what the hell? These are like youths. Youths, bro.
Bro, do you know I was doing that at 12 years old? I was playing out, fam.
Fam.
Doing knockdown ginger with the random and that.
I was going to like football academy, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
100.
Like, come on now.
Going Tottenham kicks and flipping L4 kicks and yeah, bro. That's what we was doing when we were 12. Man said twerking, fam.
The only reason why I'm mentioning this, in a sense, is like,
yeah,
the people that are in control of all these companies or making movies and etc. They see us lacking because I see on the internet. Watch one video went viral recently. There was a freaking mother twerking while a little kid was there.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that.
I'm thinking to myself, if we have allowed ourselves to get so dumbed down and we're not even that intelligent enough to apply ourselves mentally to something and educate ourselves, bro.
100%.
And vibrate on a higher frequency. Nah, we vibrating low. We twerking in videos while little kids are there.
Irresponsible, fam.
What is going on, fam? This is why cuties happen, fam. And I feel like that's the most pedophile
that's
thing,
how it
fam.
happens.
And I heard in them auditions as well, they had to basically twerk to get the part. It was over like 300 auditions.
Aye.
So grown man, you know. So you can have a child. And your child wants to be a part of this movie. You don't even know what that freaking audition is too tough. But while she's in there, you can't go in there.
Yeah, 100.
And she has to twerk for these men.
Fam.
And what? And she's only 12. Is that you guys sick in the head, fam? This is why we're distracted, bro. We're fully just like
100.
Mentally distracted, fam.
100%.
Because how are the kids getting into that position? How did the movie exist? Like, do you know what I'm saying?
100%.
Things are moving mad, fam, man. And then women there online need to chill out with the twerking thing, man, because the kids are gonna try and admire them and copy the same thing.
100.
And so we need to guide the youth there, man. We need to guide the younger females, fam. Feminine energy is nurturing. Like, yo,
100.
you got a sister, fam. No one wants their own sisters to be in a situation where
that's
it's
mad,
ugly,
fam.
man.
100.
And they're just like totally got low self-esteem.
Yeah.
Because it's low self-esteem.
It's mad.
It's crying out for attention.
Yeah.
You have a mind. You got skills and talents that God has blessed you with.
Yeah, no,
But you see yourself as cheap. Like, you just want to use your body and twerk. Come on, man. It's not sensible, man. We're moving like grown infants.
Hella degrading.
Grow the hell up. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, it's degrading as well. Like, do you know what I mean?
Degrading, fam. So I feel like to myself, like, the pedophiles things, we're prompting. We're grooming the youth into a direction for pedophiles.
Spud man, fam.
Pretty much, fam.
What it is,
Pretty much, fam. Like, that's what it is.
And it's so funny you talk about grooming, innit? Because grooming goes as far as to, like, gang members, yeah? For example, a gang member will see, like, a little youth, like, in a chip shop. It could be anywhere, innit? Like, a shop, whatever. And they can be like, yo, you ain't got enough here. I can give you £2. Come do this for me. Or come do that and rare tear and, like, do you know what I mean? Come do that for me. Then, obviously, as a youth...
That's grooming,
as a youth, they get gassed, innit? So they're intrigued to know more, like, like, if I do this, like, what's the rewards like man gets for doing this? Because as a kid, you don't think of the other side, innit?
Right.
You just think of the there and then.
Right.
Rather than thinking in the long run, in the like longevity.
And when you're coming from environments where it's low income, we're struggling, finding jobs. You know what I mean? Like, it's very hard out here. 100%. I can't lie. And a man come up to you as a youth, yo fam, I got this gold watch, bro. Yo, I got some money for you, bro. Yo, you need anything? I'll look after you. I got this new iPhone.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, the little youth was like getting groomed pretty much. Like, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? They're gonna be intrigued because they ain't coming from nothing. No, but they are something though. People make something out of nothing, man.
No.
But this whole grooming thing now
Yeah.
is an illusion. It's a play, fam. It's a trap.
Of course, it's yeah.
It's a trap. And when
What's
these
the
youths
trap?
get into this, they start basically losing themselves, fam. They start getting mentally ill, bro. They start getting mentally
Then
ill.
when they realise, too late.
Fam, it's a sense where they're basically prey. Certain man, they are preying on the youths. So when they're giving them all this stuff, it's just a way to just let them in, and now they got to do all this stuff now.
Yeah.
Do you know certain situations where the youth them don't even want to do half the things that they're getting forced to do, bro? Like, do you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Come
bro,
on now,
it's
man.
all willy nilly in the beginning, thinking you're in
yeah.
Disneyland and it's calm and that. But then I'm telling you, you know when you get deep in, bro, if man
When you get
watches
sent out,
peace,
when you get sent out on a mission,
yeah,
are you ready for that?
do you know what I'm saying?
Are you ready for that? That's the question. Are you ready for that?
Ask yourself that. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Because if you're not ready to do that, bro, they'll come out your front door like, bro, like, what
That's the
you
gimmick.
Yeah.
All them stuff that where you get the freaking gold watch, man, get a new phone, and thing, get some money. That's all a gimmick. Because once you're in,
yeah, fam.
now you gotta do what we do.
What we-
Because I gave
yeah.
you all this stuff, bro.
100. Now you're in
You
an
know what I
hour,
mean?
basically.
Do you know what I mean?
Put it that
It's
way.
not genuine.
Yeah,
How's
it's
someone
not
genuinely
fake,
gonna give
fam.
you some random things that they're Santa Claus? There ain't no genuine thing,
You
fam.
get me? Like,
Come on now, man.
don't get me wrong. Everyone has their ways of how they hustle in it, but don't groom innocent kids in it. Like, leave them out of it. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
You know what?
Yeah,
There's a thing. I don't know if anybody's seen Scarface, but any real man in the hood, anyone that's in a part of like anything, fam, man knows women and kids are off limits. That's why when if you rape a woman and you go to prison, which happened recently, I heard that these 3 guys locally from somewhere, I don't know mention their name too
what,
tough.
from ends and that.
From around not our ends, but
Why
from
you ain't?
close by.
Yeah.
Some girl out of London, fam. They took her, bro, and freaking raped this 15-year-old girl, bro.
That's
multiple
bloody
times,
disgusting,
and
fam.
she escaped. And the men got caught and they're in prison.
Yeah.
But I heard they got raped in prison. One of the men did. And that's what happens, bro.
Good.
Women
They deserve
and
that.
kids are
Yeah.
off limits.
Of
How
course.
are we trying to groom kids and
You know what I mean?
mislead the young females into a messed
Alone,
up generation?
fam.
Come on, man, a fucked up situation, bro. We're creating this. This is mentally ill, fam. We gotta realize, like, we gotta heal ourselves, fam.
Exactly.
We have to heal ourselves.
Without healing ourselves, how do you expect to heal others?
Come, it's like if I'm happy in my circle, my people are happy,
Yeah.
and they're healthy. That's pure love. That's pure love. But if a man's ill, a man's making them more ill. A man don't care for you, bro. A man don't. That is the most.
100%.
Yo, they're trying to get your mind dysfunctional and get
100%.
you to be like what's it called, a test dummy.
Yeah.
That's all it is. And when you crash,
So
you're
like
gonna
a
be there, bro.
decoy.
When you crash and you fucked up in a situation now, you're going to prison now.
Yeah.
Who's there for you?
When you go to prison, you think they're gonna scream free you, and they might do that at the very least, but they ain't sending you letters, they ain't sending you peas in jail. Like, bro, think about it. Be sensible, fam. Yeah, I'm trying to say,
All
don't
this
let these
stuff
man
is
brainwash you and that.
it's
fam.
traumatizing.
No, 100%.
And it's what's it called? There's a type of a freaking, I'm not sure what the name is for it, bro, man. What's
Yeah.
it called though? Trauma bonding.
Yeah.
Trauma bonding. When you go through something traumatic with someone,
yeah.
and it's like a bond you create with a person because you
Yeah.
both went through the same experience. But this is what a lot of people's going through.
Okay, yeah,
There's
yeah.
a lot of people going through this, man.
100%.
So I feel like to myself,
Yeah.
killing the ops, talking about smoking dead people, all them type of things, bro. You have to be mentally ill.
Exactly. It's
You have to
garbage,
be,
bro.
you have to be mentally ill. You have to be sick in your head, fam. Because no disrespect to anyone that's in that situation,
100.
and they're going around and this is what they're living like.
Yeah.
But that's death, bro. What's lived backwards? Evil. Man ain't living for a righteous purpose, bro.
No, it's
Do
true.
you know what I mean?
It's true.
And anything bad don't freaking prosper, bro. Only thing that's real will prosper, bro. All the thing that's evil, fam.
Taught the things.
Good conquers evil,
Yeah,
bro.
man.
Knew that from freaking, what's it called? Marvin Gaye, fam, and what's going on, bro. I understand that thing right there. So, what's going on? Like, fam, we need to understand the situation, bro. What is fucking going on, fam? Yo, what's going on, bro? Yo, war's not the answer. Only love can conquer hate. And them man there
Facts.
got hate for themselves, bro. And they're trying to trying to spread hate upon the youth.
Yeah.
So the whole environment's all fucked up now.
And
So
it's
they can live in
selfish
it.
as well. Selfish.
It's not about, it's like,
It's selfish.
can we,
Selfish,
what did
man.
we say?
You get me?
It's selfish. You can't care for nothing but your evil
Yeah.
self. Like, do you know what I mean? To fuck up
100%.
the young youths.
Yeah.
So like in Scarface, like what does Scarface say? Yo, I'm not killing no women, man. I ain't killing no women, man. There's no kids in the car, man. I'm not killing no freaking kids, man. And he killed the guy because the guy tried to get him to kill kids. Yeah. It's like we gotta stand on what's true.
True, yeah.
And we gotta be real with ourselves, man. That's 100%. What we gotta do.
That's
so,
what it starts.
Stop misleading the youths, stop getting them to be guinea pigs in your whole experiment. You know what I mean? Allow the thing, fam.
Come on. You know the patterns.
So, when we talk about grooming, fam, there's many ways of grooming, but we need to understand that our minds might be distracted on certain things and we're not focusing on the right healthy things. This is what's mentally ill.
Right.
Just like how we said, the twerking thing is crying out for attention. Low self-esteem. Your mind's not in a high vibrational place. You ain't feeling happy with yourself. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? A lot of people depressed.
Oh, bro, tell me about it, fam. Tell me about it.
So, do you think depression is another thing that we should move to?
Even though, like, depression, we've fairly talked about it in a previous video, I feel like it's suitable to, like, bring it back up. You know what I'm trying to say? And, like, with depression, I feel like certain people, they don't feel loved, innit? So automatically that's what leads to like depression. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And it's just like, I understand like it's easier said than done, but you need to learn how to like love yourself. That's the first, that's where it starts, number one. That's your first priority as a human being.
Facts.
If you can't love yourself, how do you expect other people to, you get me?
How do you love yourself?
Yeah.
And you're misrepresenting yourself as a human being.
Facts.
How do you love yourself and you're degrading yourself? How is that love?
You know what I mean? You can't pick between the two.
How is it love?
Pick one.
You misleading your friend. How is it love? You pretty much looking at everything that's natural in the world and just fucking it up. How is that love?
That's not love.
As human beings, bro, we're here for a purpose, man. Man's not here to fuck up our lives and make our families' lives miserable. Yeah. Our friends think toxic. Because we're gonna have an environment that's mentally ill, bro. Mentally fucking ill, bro. 100. So like, when it comes to mental illness, I feel like the way the brain operates, fam. Yeah. Certain things is not even translatable. Man talk about care. Man talk about love. Man talk about respect. Do you even respect yourself?
That's where it starts. It starts from your home. Like, it starts from your home. You need to have respect for your mother, first off. Yeah? I'm not saying everything she says you have to agree with it, but for the most part, your mother is your mother. You only have one mum. Do you get it?
Fact.
So, just have respect for your mum, innit? Do you know what I mean? I know sometimes things get hard, you have your arguments with your mum, things happen, but at the same time, know that she birthed you.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So, that's
you know what? All talking about killing the ops, man ain't gonna care about that, man. If a man's gonna talk about a next life, that is like, yo, man's living, man's breathing, man's got lungs, man's got heart, man's got a brain, man's got a thyroid gland, man's got all these glands in his body, and just like a next human being, bro. Yeah. Man's talking about killing the ops and then saying, Mum, I care about you so much. No, you don't care about. If you could talk about a next life and just kill it, fam, your whole family, like everything, like yo, bro. Say if they went through the same thing, like, do you know what I mean? Yeah. Say if they was under the same circumstances, 100%. So how can you let a next human being go through the same thing?
Exactly.
Do you know what I'm saying?
And
if you care for your family, you'll care for everything. I'm not saying that you have to be best friends with everything, but you have to have that discipline of where you just don't degrade yourself. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying?
That's it.
Be an example, man. Be a freaking example, bro.
100%. I'm not saying be a role model, because you get me. I'm not saying be a role model because everyone has their own lives they want to live. But at the same time, let these youths be like to themselves, like this is the way to move. Do you know what I mean? Don't let them see stuff or tell them stuff that's gonna brainwash them, and in the future they become tapped in their head, fam.
That's what it is. You know what I mean? Like you being mentally ill, you have to be brainwashed. You have to be traumatized. You have to be scarred.
It stems from
a lot of people doing things online, fam. A lot of people doing things in the world. They're mentally scarred. So you can't think to yourself, this is normal. Because a bunch of people freaking doing it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people taking crack. Does that mean you need to take crack as well?
No.
There's a lot of people that actually are self-harming themselves because they are depressed. Does that mean you have to self-harm yourself as well?
Exactly.
Healing is the answer. Healing.
Self-healing.
Can we talk about church?
Yeah, come on. You get me?
I don't want to be...
No, talk the things then. Talk the things then, man.
But like, obviously, where I come from, like I said, we are Jamaicans. We were Rastas. We understood about Africa.
Man's Ghanaian still, but it's technically the same thing.
Same thing. Yeah. So where did they take us? They took us from Africa. You know what I'm saying? We just on the other side. We just stolen Africans. That's what we are. You know what I'm saying?
Trust me.
So like, pretty much, how much people as Africans, black people from the Caribbean, put all their energy and soul into the church? Where did that thing come from, bro?
Bro.
Where did the church come from?
They even get me started on that.
Where
one
did the church
there,
come
you know?
from? And that man there don't want to answer that question because the church don't come from Africa. It don't start from there. Church came from slavery, man. So we talk about self-love, mentally ill.
Self-love, yeah.
You must be mentally ill if you can't have self-love for where you come from. Why are you idolizing someone else?
Broski.
Why are you idolizing other people that actually kidnapped you, enslaved you, actually colonized your land, and pretty much had their own colony in your own land right now?
Facts. These people,
And you want to worship their
fam.
thing still, and you say that you got self-love for your people then?
It
It's
don't-
the equivalent of joining the Ku Klux Klan. Do you know what I mean? So I don't feel like church is the way, man, because we know where it come from. We don't even need to know anything in the book,
Bro.
do you know what I'm saying?
So much brainwashing, so much seeing like hella stuff you see on road, hella false preaching. Bro, just the whole thing. I can go on for days about this, fam. Because I'm not gonna lie, I'm passionate.
It's
about
like we
this, fam.
believe in a creator,
Yeah,
but they want you to worship a man on a cross.
yeah. It's more
And
of
this-
an energy. You know what I'm trying to say? It's
And
more
this
of
man
an
on the
energy.
cross
Yeah.
don't look like your family. It don't look like the people before your family that come from your family. It looks like the people that enslaved your family.
Yeah.
From historical ways of talking right now. You know what
Nah,
I
that
mean?
makes
I don't
perfect
wanna
sense.
get too personal. You know what I'm saying? But
Nah, it makes
yo,
perfect
Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior.
Yeah.
Like, all right, cool. Jesus, yeah. Where does the word Jesus come from? How old is the term Jesus?
Jesus. It's true.
Okay, it's only from the 1500s where the term Jesus comes. It's only a few hundred years old. Us as black people, we go back millions and millions and millions and millions of years old. So how you worshiping a 500-year-old thing?
Even like for example, the Bible. Do you know how many times they've rewritten New Testament? Is that not giving you enough that, like, you get me? Don't get me wrong, you're entitled to your beliefs, but me personally, man's not on
Some
that.
of these same people will tell you, oh yeah, Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior.
Yeah.
But then they would betray their own brother. They betray their own sister.
Listen, on
They'll
a
talk
daily,
bad
you know.
about their own people on a daily basis.
Listen.
But you worship in your heart, you love this figure that don't even look like you. Why? Like,
That's what
for
I'm
me,
saying.
that's the most biggest form of mental illness, man. That's actually mental illness.
Yeah.
You can take it personal, but it's literally mental illness. Like, you know what I'm
100%.
saying? That's not self-love, that's self-hatred.
Self-hatred,
Because it's not
yeah.
coming from your roots. It's not coming from where your essence, your beginning, your story. It's someone else's story.
And another thing as well, yeah, just because you're born in a religious like family, that is for example, you're born Christian or you're born Muslim, do your own like time. Take time out of your day to do your own research. Obviously, that takes time because as you get older, you're more curious to like want to know what's the truth and what's false and
Like,
you know what I mean.
Look what they're doing to our people, man. Look at that girl that was found in the fridge, and she was dead in the freezer.
Bomba
Someone
seed.
just left her in the freezer, man.
Yeah.
A black girl in a hotel.
Raw.
What's her name again? There's her name. I can't remember her name, but this happened in America somewhere.
In America.
In America.
Shit. Fam.
And like they left this young black girl in
Yeah.
a freezer dead. You hear any stories about any other people? Like, they will retaliate, bro. Protest, and they would actually do some action after the protest.
Yeah.
We just protest. We don't do no action after the protest.
Facts.
We need to have some self-love, self-care for our people because
People.
we are dying. We're the ones that's suffering. We're the ones that's mentally going through illness off the fact that we don't know ourselves, bro. Once we know ourselves, we're cool.
Cool. Cordial.
We're cool.
Yeah.
But things like church, things like twerking, things like killing the ops, all that stuff is mentally ill. Just what I'm saying? It's not helping you. It's degrading you.
course
It's
it's
making you
degrading.
more violent. You know when you're in a violent state in your mind,
Yeah.
you can't even operate on certain frequencies. Certain chemicals don't get released in your brain. Even serotonin. Serotonin's supposed to make you happy when you connect with the sun. But people ain't even connecting with the sun correctly like you're supposed to, man.
Supposed to.
Do you know what I mean? Because they're not thinking healthy.
Yeah.
So like
Coming from a toxic place.
coming from a toxic place, and we come from an environment of gods. We come from the Holy Land itself, beautiful, fruitful, gold, natural resources. Everyone's in there, but
Yeah.
us. Everyone's taking everything from there, but us.
Us. Yeah.
And I'm not saying we should take, but we need to build and heal. This is what we need to do.
Of
So
course.
identify the mental ills, and once we can do that, we can actually
Move forward.
we can move forward. And when Rasta man say go forward, they say we don't go back, we go forward. Rastafari.
Trust me.
Aye, that's what I say, aye.
You know
All
what
the
I'm saying.
eyes. Third eye, every eye.
You know what
Eye
I'm
and eye.
saying, fam. Trust me.
Trust me.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
So what do you think about like what do you think about certain situations to do I don't want to go bad about the LBGT because, yo, I'm cool with
Everyone's
everybody.
entitled to, you get me? How they want to...
You live your life the way you want to live
Yeah.
your life. But what do you think?
Do you know what it is?
Do you agree with kids at a young age learning? Yeah, we're talking about the youth and generations, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's after us. So I don't make it seem like it's about us.
Yeah.
It's not about us. It's about what's going on in the world, realistically.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think about the youths learning about homosexuality in primary school at a young age?
Me personally, like if I had a youth that like had to learn about them things, I wouldn't be comfortable with it. However, and this is a very, very big however,
right?
I don't have a problem with someone that's gay or lesbian or anything like that because that can be my friend. You know what I mean? I don't have a problem with it. You know what I mean?
Would you want your own son to become gay? Say if your son came to you and said, "Yo, Dad, I don't know what it is, but yo,
do you know what it is?
Saying that he's gay."
This is a very like a sensitive topic, but it's one of them ones where with me it's like if you came to me and told me about it, initially I'll be disappointed. Initially, because that's natural, especially like you get me. If you're straight, it's natural, but at the same time, I understand that you get me. I can't help how he feels. Do you get what I mean?
But do you feel like what he feels is natural?
In terms of like, what do you mean like? In
the sense of we talk about a higher source of power. Do you feel like God wanted that to be?
Nah, but
if he created two species, if he created two genders, man and woman, and they naturally come together and create life, is it natural for two genders that's the same to come together?
Like me,
and they can't create? Is that natural?
Me personally,
is that the purpose? Yeah,
I wouldn't. Me personally, speaking for myself personally, like I wouldn't want to see that, but at the same time, it's like I'm gonna have to come to terms with it because at the end of the day, it's there. Like once they reach a certain age, whether we like it or not, they're gonna explore things. We're not always gonna be there for them. They're gonna see the outside world and explore and do certain things and X, Y, Z. Like, do you know what I mean? So, yeah, initially I'll be upset, but after a while, like, as much as me being angry about the situation, you just have to take it for what it is, really. Do you know what I mean? Doesn't mean I'll be happy with it, but that's another story. But if it's my son, I'm not gonna disown them because of that. That makes no sense. If you have a kid, whether it's a son or daughter, that's your own flesh and blood at the end of the day. So you have to take full responsibility.
I might have to disown them. And it's sad to say that. I'm sorry, but it's like I feel like to myself.
That's why we agree to disagree. You know what I mean?
Agree to disagree.
Yeah, we don't always agree on things.
Sides to the story. You know what I'm saying? I feel like to myself, I hear exactly where Bill's coming from, and I understand that you gotta show respect to your own. You know what I mean? Even if their mind's a bit. But if my son was doing something where I knew for a fact that it's mentally ill, like to me, there's in a sense that's not naturally supposed to be happening. You know what I'm saying? That's sexually confusion. Sexually being confused. Because certain people, you hear it a lot. And I know people like that where they got like molested from young and they're sexually confused. Do you know what I mean? From early. So they become gay because they don't know real love. They've been scarred mentally. You know what I mean? They've been mentally disturbed. So it's like...
Even though I disagree, that's a fair point.
Like, the term lesbian comes from lesbo. And the term lesbo is an island where the Greek men used to kick off their women and send them to an island and they became lesbians. Like, on the island of Lesbo, Amazon warriors, and they used to cut off one of their breasts. Study the history. You check it out. Don't listen to what I'm saying and take it for the facts.
Yeah.
You research and do your own studies and find out for yourself. Fam, the term lesbian comes from the island of Lesbos. So in the sense of me being black and me knowing my roots, man can't be doing things that's not a part of my freaking heritage and where I come from. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like there's a bit of being brainwashed.
Yeah.
There's a bit of self-hatred and confusion. I'm not saying that the man's got self-hate for doing that, but I'm just saying that man's not thinking African, man. You know what I'm saying? Because as black people, we don't come through that.
Do you know what's... It's crazy that you mentioned that, because if I was to say to my mum, hypothetically, innit, obviously I'm not, but if I was to say to my mum, oh, mum, you know I'm gay. Oh shit, would turn loose, like, bro. What do you mean? What do you mean you're gay? Like, are you alright? Are you skunked in your head, fam?
Come on, man. You know
is everything okay back home? Like, you know what I'm trying to say? So I understand the concept of like where you're thinking. Like, do you know what I mean? I understand where you're getting at. But at the same time, I like to see things from different. Even though I don't agree with like it as well, it's like you have to see stuff from other sides as well.
Church said, man should not lay with man. Adultery. Certain things you just don't do. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like, if the church say it's not natural, and God said you can't do that, so why is people doing that? Sodom and Gomorrah, they burnt down a whole city that was doing something like that. And I remember the story where the angels came through in Sodom and Gomorrah. They tried to rape the angels. They literally tried to rape angels. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, I'm not saying like what the Pope do and them touching little boys. I'm not saying that is because you're gay you're doing that. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying that there's a lot of people in that community that do that. And I don't feel like that's the purpose of nature. Like in nature, that's not naturally the code in nature. We pre-coded to be what we are. We already come here as a code of male. Like, do you know what I mean? Just like how animals and the trees and everything got a pre-code and they come into existence and have a purpose. We are being egotistical and confused, not knowing who we are. Thinking, I'm bougie now, man, I can do this and that, and God don't mean anything. The creator, natural laws of life and the universe don't mean nothing. Do you know what karma is? Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, that's what I feel like to myself. I got respect for me, so I don't want to degrade myself as a man and do something where it's not of the form that I came in. Like, do you know what I mean?
No, to be fair, that's a very, very fair point. Do you know what I mean?
And if you got respect for the Most High, you would not do that. You wouldn't want to be laying down next to a woman if you're a woman, and in an inappropriate way, fam. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no.
It's a bit like it's like you're colonized as a black person. It's like a black person. I see them with wigs. I'm not saying that it's bad for black people to be wearing wigs or anything. Like, we can do whatever we want. But we gotta know ourselves, our hair. We gotta understand our
self-beauty,
features. Self-beauty. We gotta see our work.
It's true.
You know what I'm saying? Why do we always gotta look at other people and idolize them? And copy them.
It's true.
And imitate them. Why?
Bro, let me give you an example, Lil' Kim. Lil' Kim was laying back in the day, fam. You look at her now, it's like a ghost.
Fam, bro. Looking like a Kim Kardashian person, bro, and I see Lil' Kim.
Bro, do you know what I'm saying? Lil' Kim back in the day was laying her ass, bro.
And naturally beautiful.
100%.
But then she wanted to bleach. Why did she bleach? Did she have some insecurities about her skin and how she looked?
Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what I mean? Did she do it because she thought Biggie liked Faith more and she's black, so she had to bleach and look like Faith?
No comment.
What is it? What is it, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's bad, bro.
And you know what it is? Like Michael Jackson, he got abused by his dad. Totally
100%.
If he didn't sing right, his dad would give him a beating. If he didn't do certain things in the house properly, he would get a beating. If he had messed about in the table and start talking like being childish as he is, he's a child.
About it in many interviews before as well.
Your dad would give him a beating. And he spoke about it in many interviews as well. But he hated his dad for that.
Oh, yeah.
He hated because his dad did not make him be who he was as a kid.
Yeah, be himself, be a kid.
Forced him to be
an adult.
An adult. At a young age. So when he grew up, he done everything as a kid. He got like a whole theme park, you know what I mean? He done everything, like, you know what I'm saying? Whole point being is, he bleached. And in that Oprah interview with Michael Jackson, if you see it, he said, and Oprah said to him, "Did you bleach because you don't like being black?" And what Michael Jackson's response was, "Bleaching? I don't know what bleaching is." Like, bro, you don't know what bleaching is? Like, are you that in denial of you bleaching? You're saying you don't even know what bleaching is? I've never seen bleaching before. Like, come on, man. Lil' Kim bleached, for frick's sake. Like, do you know what I'm saying? And she went through the same transitioning of her skin being one tone and another tone and another tone and another. Same transition as Michael Jackson. So we go through traumatic experiences in our community and we don't talk on it. That's why we don't heal. That's why we don't heal. Like,
talking heals a lot of things, you know.
Real talk.
Do you know
why do you think other communities are striving? Because they can communicate.
And they stick together, most importantly.
Communicate. Community. Unity. Like, do you understand? Like, do you know what I'm saying? Come on, man.
Literally, that's what it is. And it's very good that you brought that up here, because in many communities, have you clocked, especially in the Jewish community, have you clocked that Latinos, Latinas, Asian, bro, they all stick together, bro. You know what I'm trying to say? They all stick together.
Facts.
Us black people, as much as I love my black people, I don't like him because he took my gal and red hair and just focusing on the wrong things, fam.
It's like a man, I remember back in the day, certain man used to be hating on R&B and singers. He's like, you soft, fam. Why are you listening to R&B for, fam, man? Yo, fam, I don't play that around you, cuz.
100.
But now every man's singing and everything. You know why? Because they know that's the thing, fam. They know that. I'm not saying that it's a thing to be a singer, but like, there's nothing wrong.
Nothing wrong with it.
There's nothing wrong with it.
There's nothing wrong with it.
You're talking about loving a girl, bro. Like, it's gay for you to be saying, why you playing that, fam, man?
Yeah.
Why you talking about girls?
Nothing wrong with that.
Why you liking girls for, bro?
Yeah,
like, fam, why you gay, fam? Like, seriously.
There's
Like,
nothing wrong with
saying?
that. Nothing wrong with that at all. Like, honestly speaking.
Hey, and I'm not talking about this. What I'm saying, like, I'm not dissing gay people. I'm just saying though, like, us as black men,
How
we
you see
straight,
things.
bro. Like, just saying how we see things. We don't be degrading women, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Degrading women comes from some pirate thing, bro. Like, if you study history, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so honestly, as us as black people, fam, we were like this. Our women was here nurturing us. We was defending our women. We was the protectors, fam. You know what I'm saying? In the sense of their image. Not like we're just like whipped over girls. We're just like, you know what I mean? Because certain men will just use women, fam. We protecting a nation, fam. There's a bigger picture behind this, fam.
Behind it, yeah.
Don't get tricked and deceived, fam. There's a bigger picture, fam. You know what I'm saying? So what we got to do is play our roles. That's why we got to play our roles. That's why I say we're pre-coded, fam. Man ain't playing their roles, fam. That's why everything's confused, fam.
100%.
You know what I'm saying?
If you're doing things right, maybe, you know what I mean, she won't like, go about and cheat. Not that I condone cheating, but still, like, don't blame most women for like going around cheating when you as a man are not even doing your job properly.
Facts. If you're not representing your own people correctly, if you're degrading your own people, if you're talking about, yo, fam, I'm the best person here, fam. No man, yo, bun you, fam, man. Yo, fam, man. Yo, why you looking at me?
Up in your arse and that, fam.
What's tension and animosity for, man?
100.
Why we got a beef all the time? Why? Certain people looking at us like clowns, fam. Do you know why? Because we moving like clowns amongst our own people, bro. So if we actually uphold each other, say, yo, brother, what go on, G?
Come on.
Like, everything blessed, fam. But as soon as man say, yo, fam, oh, where you from, cousin? Fam, why you doing this? Why you laughing, cousin? What's funny, fam? What's funny? Hey, bro, what's wrong with you? Bro,
Hey,
you need a hug, fam. So, yo, you need a girl, fam, to just give you one hug and bun out all the bullshit, bro. Bun out all the bullshit. Because we as black people, fam, come from this. We come from this. We don't come from no caves or no pirate ships. And, you know what I mean? We don't come from that, bro.
The things they teach you, that's not even real, fam.
It's not real.
Yeah,
We're misinformed, bro.
100.
Do you know what I mean? We can educate ourselves and heal ourselves, fam, and be smart. And
smart.
Just, you know, man ain't getting caught into the bullshit, bro.
You know, like that.
Do you know what I mean?
Trust me.
That's all it is, fam.
That's what I'm saying.
So what I'm saying to you is, like, on a level of when we're talking about women, fam, like, it's important to uphold our women, fam.
Of course, take care of our black women, of course.
You know what I mean? Even if they degrade themselves, bro. Like, I've seen
we're
some...
still there for them, regardless.
One with Megan Thee Stallion, some new thing that come out, where she can be a teacher in a university,
Oh,
fam.
yeah. I saw that still. Yeah, I saw that still.
She's gonna be a teacher in a university, fam.
Yeah.
And she's gonna be giving lectures to students. Her new video's gonna be coming out. It's called Fuck Shit. And what's she teaching the youth, really, fam?
Yeah.
Come on, man. Fuck shit.
Hella contradiction.
And you're a teacher?
Yeah, that's hella contradiction still. But at the same time, it's like we have to be there for our black women regardless. Because I'm telling you for free, most black women, they're always supporting us regardless.
Right.
You see when like some white people out there are giving us black men a bad name and they do this and all black men do is cheat. Don't get me wrong, there are black women that defend other races when it comes to things like that. But most black women, they will support us to the moon turns grey, fam.
Facts.
Do you know what I'm saying?
It's only when we get successful completely we start forgetting about our black women.
100.
Have all these different women in our videos and stuff and be not even upholding our black women.
Yeah, man.
Yo, that's why I respect certain people from Chicago.
100.
And I'll be like saying Chicago, but fam, they uphold their women, bro.
100.
They uphold their people, bro.
In high regards.
High regards, bro. If a man's successful, the next person's successful. We're all successful.
A lie?
You know what I mean? If one person in the village is eating, the whole village eating.
Eats.
The whole village eating.
Brother.
You know, it takes a village to raise a child. You ever heard that, you know? You ever heard that in Africa?
Yeah, fam.
That's the ways, fam. We forgot our ways, bro. But we can remember. We can actually change and clean up, man. So it's time, man. It's time, bro. It's time. Fuck the bullshit, fam.
Yeah, man.
Tired of that shit.
Literally, bro. Literally, fam. That's what it is, like. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, for real.
It's mad.
But it's all about, like, our agenda, fam. What's our agenda? What do you think, like, it's going to be for us, like, in 2025? For just, like, the youth, as in, like, a generation. What do you think they're going to be? Where do you think they're going to be at that point?
In terms of, like in what concept, like? In what sense?
In just the concepts of just, like, economics, their, like, the personality, their mind, their spirit.
Like what their goals are in life, like
goals,
when they reach
aspirations,
you know what?
Everything.
it's funny that you mentioned that, which is very
What do
good.
you think the music gonna be like as well? Because the music, I've seen that you done the drill thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're top 10, innit?
Top 10.
Bro, I'm telling you, yeah. See, with music, that the great thing about music's always changing, fam. Do you know what I'm trying to say? It's always changing. Like, music that I was listening to, like, 15 years ago, and I was listening to Dr. Dre, Exhibit, and even man from the UK, Kalashnikov and all of that, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you get me? It's not the same as music now, but I can still appreciate it for what it is.
Facts.
Do you know what I'm saying? And yeah, like, in terms of young people, people need to think about marketing, strategizing, entrepreneuring, just being like, you know what I mean, like being serious. Yeah, man, being serious with yourself. Just like, don't follow. Most importantly, don't follow what your friends do. Do you know what I mean? If it's like, if you
know, like these drugs,
Mm-hmm.
certain youths taking out these heavy drugs, yeah. Like, look, you might see me bun a spliff. that's the remedy. That's the herb.
Yeah,
that's the medicine. You know what I mean? Wanna relax and do certain things and meditate.
back
You know
and
what I mean?
meditate,
Uplift yourself on a positive vibration. But if you're using things in a negative term,
Yeah.
to just like mess up your mind, not
and
even connect with yourself.
Drugs is
properly.
not meant for the human
Like,
body, bro.
MD. Some people be popping certain pills like, yo,
Molly and lean and rare tear and bro. How do you think Fredo Santana died? Even though me, I fucked.
You've never heard a man
fam.
overdose with the herbs.
Yeah, fam. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
But there's all these other drugs, like, why are we doing it, man?
There's no substance to it. You don't get anything from it. Like, for example, spice. You see,
I feel like it's being depressed. I feel like some people are basically, they don't know themselves and they're lost in themselves. And they just do certain things out of depression, man.
Yeah.
Because look at Lil Peep. Great artist, blew up from SoundCloud.
Yeah.
His brother found him in his trailer, dead. Overdosed. Overdosed. His head back was like, dead. Great artist. Great
Talented.
fucking artist. Talented. Multi levels of music that this guy could have created. And he's gone.
Do you know what I mean? Over what?
Over